If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture on gate measurement series. So today we will be solving question number 31, 32, 33, 34 and then 35. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. If you come to 31, an analog voltmeter use external multiplier settings. With a multiplier setting of 20 kilo ohm, it reads 440 volt. So voltmeter with multiplier, that means it is voltmeter. How to change the range or increase the range of voltmeter? By putting resistance in series. In ammeter we put parallel, in voltmeter we put it in series. So initially if you put it at 20 kilo ohm, that resistance of that voltmeter, then it reads 440 volt. Okay, whatever voltage you are applying, same voltage you are applying every case. Next time if you connect it to a setting of 80 kilo ohm, then the reading is 352. There should be some internal resistance also that we don't know. Inside it there is some internal resistance Rin also, 352 volt, and then same voltage if you connect. Now they are asking if you change it to 40 kilo ohm, the setting with the same voltmeter, same voltage applied, what will be the reading? Its internal resistance is again same Rin. What will be this reading they are asking? Voltage is same. So you can calculate here. This voltage is divided into two parts, 20 kilo and Rin. So whatever voltage across Rin is inside the voltage of voltmeter, that is 440. So if you take this one, voltage division, V by Rin plus 20 kilo multiplied by Rin is equal to 440. Here same, V by Rin plus 80 kilo multiplied by Rin is equal to 352. So now they are asking V by Rin plus 40 kilo into Rin is equal to how much? That is your question. So if you divide these two, because two unknown, two equation V and Rin, if you divide you can find Rin. So once you know Rin, you can calculate rest other things. You divide this by this. If you divide this by this, then what will happen? This equation 1 divided by 2. So V Rin will get cancelled. 1 divided by 2. So 1, this will be denominator. If you divide it, this will come up. So 80 kilo divided by Rin plus 20 kilo is equal to 352 divided by this one 1 by 2, 440 divided by 352. So I am not solving it, you can directly solve it, exchange the sides. If you solve it, you will get it is 220. So 220 ohm. If you get internal resistance is equal to 220 ohm, 220 kilo ohm. If you solve it, because everything is in kilo, you will get it 220 kilo. So once you know 220 kilo, then you can put it in any of the equations. Suppose if I put in the equation 2, then you will get V. If you do it, you will find V, and V is equal to 480 you will get. So now you apply everything here. 480 divided by 220 kilo plus 40 kilo into 220 kilo. So if you apply it, you will get it 480 220 divided by 260 00 11 13. If you solve it, you will get 406.15. That is your option D. Now if you come to 32, what they are asking, a periodic voltage waveform is observed in oscilloscope this much. A PMMC, again PMMC. So PMMC will give you DC. So what is the DC? DC means average of what? So average means, what is the average? Means area. You take total area, then divide by total time period is 20. How to take average? If you integrate sum of these two divided by total. Average means sum divided by total number is 20, total time is 20. So sum means you will do integration. Integration means you are finding just area. So you find this area, because this area you can easily do without integration. So you can use integration by writing the equation of this, but that will be lengthy. So your average will be total area, that is total integration means sum divided by 20. So what is the area of this one? Half height, this triangle, this half height is here 10. What is base? Base is here also 10 plus this area. Here it should be minus also. You have to take minus also, because in integration it will put a minus sign. You don't think that I am calculating area, so I should not give minus. No, it should be including minus also. So minus 5 into this length is 2. Time period is 2, 10 to 12. And then this one is height is 5 into 8. Because if you integrate, it will give minus sign. So when you integrate the whole signal, this will have a negative impact and it will be deducted. So don't think that I am calculating area. Area is 10, okay, but it is in denominator side, you should put that minus. Because I am not calculating area, I am just adding all these things. Summation. What is the value of this? What is the value? So because every point I am adding this, so that means if you make it very close, then you see you are covering the entire area. That why it is area. Suppose because at every point I am adding. What is the value here? This is the value. So you add again this here again. So if you are adding, that means you see you are taking this area only. So that's why here if you add all these things, that will be negative. So you have to keep it as negative, divided by 20. So if you do it so, then it is 50 minus 10, 40, 40 plus 40, 80 by 20, that is 4. Option A. The input impedance of the PMMC moving coil, again PMMC moving coil, voltmeter is infinite, okay, its input impedance is infinite, it is ideal, so no current will flow through this. So you can treat it as an ideal voltmeter. Assuming that the diode shown in the figure below is ideal, so no forward voltage drop will be there. The reading of the voltmeter in volts, what voltmeter it will read. Now if you see when this is forward biased, then the voltage across it is 0 because it is short circuit, so it is 0. So the voltmeter will read 0 voltage if it is forward biased. Now it is a sinusoidal signal because your signal is sinusoidal. So when is your diode forward biased? When this is positive up. So here diode is forward biased. Here also diode is forward biased. So your voltmeter will read during forward bias, it will read 0. What is the, suppose this voltage, I am measuring this voltage. What is the scenario of this voltage? Suppose this is V2. So this V2 will look like this. So because it is PMMC, so it will take average of this one. What is the average of this one? And you see it is put it at minus plus also. So it is also because it is negative, because why I have considered this is plus minus, I have considered and I have drawn. Because it is positive, I have considered this is plus minus. So during positive half it will this, and during negative half. So negative means minus plus. So your voltmeter will read positive only, no negative, because had it been plus minus, then it is in negative half. But it is in negative half if I consider plus minus, but here voltmeter is also connected in reverse order. So your voltmeter will give you positive output, positive value, but it will be average. So what is the average of half wave signal? Vm by pi. Now what is the Vm? Vm is the this much voltage. So this is not Vm because this much voltage is not coming here. That voltage is divided into these two. So what is your Vm here? Vm is, this is 14.14 here Vm, but that Vm has to come here. So it has to be voltage divide 100 to 100 divided by 101. 100 plus 1, 101 into 100, voltage division. So this much Vm will come. So finally if you put all this here, so it will be 14.14 into 100 divided by pi into 101. So if you do this thing, you will find answer is 4.46. That is option A. Now if you come to 34, the sawtooth wave voltage waveform shown in the figure is fed to moving iron voltmeter. Now it is a moving iron voltmeter. The reading would be, because it is a moving iron, it will take RMS value. That means you have to calculate the RMS value for this one. Now to how to calculate RMS value for RMS value, because you cannot take average here, simple. Area you cannot take because it is, first you have to square it. So once you square it, it will not become area, it will not become same. So you have to write the equation of this function. Suppose this is T, this is voltage axis. So what is this line? This is Y equal to mx. So you have to write the equation of this line. You take for one cycle, that will be done because it is repetition. Up to this much if you do, then it is done. So what is the equation of this circle? This axis is T, this is axis is V. Normally we know this is Y, this is X, then we know this is mx. What is m? Slope. Slope is this by this, tan theta. So this side is 100 volt and this side is 20 millisecond. So your V will be 100 by 20 millisecond into T. So this is the waveform that I have to integrate. Squaring in, then I have to integrate. So if you take RMS value, root, then mean means divide I have to do. So you can go RMS, root, mean means divided by, and then sum means total sum. Sum means integration 0 to 20 milli, and then it is 10 by 20 milli into T whole square dt. So square, then average, then mean means average, sum divided by total, then root. Okay. So if you do this one, it will be 100, sorry it is 100. So 100 into 100 divided by 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 square and then it is t cube by 3, 0 to 20 milli. So if you put it there, 20 milli, if you put it there, 0 will be 0. I will not put 20 milli minus 0. This is the way we put. So if you put 20 milli, so 20 milli cube will go. Put it there, 20 to the minus 3 whole cube, it will come, it will be gone. So it will be 100 into 100 divided by 3. So 100 into 100 divided by 3, then 100. So it is 100 by root 3. So if you do it is 57.73 is the answer. Next 35. A 0 to 500 mi voltage drop has a emitter has a voltage drop of this much across this terminal at full scale deflection. The external shunt resistance is needed to extend. So this type of questions is repeating every time. It is very important how to increase the range. So you can see so many questions are there. So when it is 50 ampere normally, this is the maximum current it can take. Its voltage drop is across it is 0.1 volt. So what is its internal resistance? They have not given here. So it will be 0.1 V by I. So this is your internal resistance, and this is equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. So this much internal resistance is there. Now you are connecting a shunt. Why? So that its range can be increased to 500 ampere. So if 500 ampere goes through, so 50 you cannot allow more than 50 here because this is the maximum. So rest current will go there, 450. So you can see your current is now 5 9s are 45, 9 times. So your resistance should be 9 times less. So this resistance should be 9 times less than this, divided by 9. So if you do divided by 9, then it will be 0.22 milliohm. So you check the answer they have asked you to give in milliohms. So your answer will be 0.22. That you have to be very careful in terms of when it is fill in the blanks. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.